Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is amazing, wonderful, and so beautiful to be with you today. Coming to you from beautiful, amazing, healing, the island of Maui. As you know, I have loved Maui for many, many years, from the first time I came here with my teacher. It is an island very powerful in its healing. Beautiful. The beauty is just beyond words. But also the healing power that it has is profound. So I'm coming to you today from the island of Maui to talk about stress and not having it, right? So we start with loving ourselves, and then there are other things that come up in life, aren't there? Stress is one of them. And we have to learn to navigate it, don't we?
Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others.
We have to learn to navigate the noise, the demands of business, a thriving business, a falling apart business, a going down the tubes business, whatever it is, pain, suffering, all of it we learn to navigate in this world. War. We have to navigate the stress of war. We have war on our planet in this moment, in more than one spot. Eventually, we won't be here, but eventually I see that we will rise. We will rise above all of it and learn to get along. I see that it will happen centuries in the future, probably, if we survive. If we survive as a species. But we have to navigate these stresses, don't we? Things don't work out, you're depressed, you're sad, there's so much pressure all around. So how do you get back to laughing, to loving, to dancing? How do you get back to this? Well, maybe you're just taking it all too seriously. You know, one of the things that I say to do is not take yourself so seriously, and maybe start taking others more seriously. Maybe you just need a little faith. Maybe you just need a little trust. Trust in eternity, trust in source. You know, I've grown up with in an environment, a very religious environment, where I was constantly being told to have faith, to have trust. But then I would observe the parental units in distress a lot. And my thought always was, where is the trust? Where is the faith? It's the same now. My 98-year-old mother, bless her, she's very, very devoted. And I still see it. Where is the faith? Where is the trust? Because it's not in someone else's words. It's not in my words. Don't believe me. Don't believe anything I say to you. Unless it rings true. And so we don't want to take others too seriously. We want to have faith and trust in our own beings, in our hearts. If you focus just for a moment in this space, you can connect yourselves once again to the light, to the love in who you are. This is your truth. This is where the scalpel of truth lies. Here, in the heart center, your heart chakra. So faith and trust. And, you know, you're here. You might as well have a good time. You might as well have fun. Isn't that the point? to have a good time. So, in speaking of stress, right, we're talking about faith, having trust that it will all work out. And the point of being here, as anyone who has ever heard me speak knows, you all know the answer to this, is to have a good time. That's why you're here. Now, that doesn't mean that you're walking around with a silly grin on your face, like someone who is not in touch with the realities of this planet. I'm not suggesting that you do that. What I'm suggesting is that you have a good time, that you have fun in everything that you do, even the most difficult things. We all go through life challenged sometimes. Once in a while, we have these challenges. And so in those moments, one of the ways that you can enjoy the journey in those difficult times is to remember and say to yourself, thank you. Say to eternity, thank you for this gift of this challenge. I know that it will all work out. All is working out in my life. Everything is well. All is well in my life. Everything is working out for my highest good. And from this situation, only good will come and I am safe. These are the words of Louise Hay. She recommended that we say these things whenever we have a tough time, whenever things are challenged, right? So these are stresses that can be mitigated by understanding that they are gifts. So we're talking about stress. So why do you experience stress? Why? What is the thing? There really, if you think about it, there really is no such thing as stress. It's a condition of the mind, isn't it? It's a condition of the mind, and it doesn't really exist by itself. If you go into the forest, you go into the desert, you go into the ocean, you're not going to find distress that don't exist. It's all in the mind, isn't it? There's no such thing as a stress. There is such thing as stress because we have invented it in our minds. We have secured its existence, haven't we, in our beings? So it's a state of mind that you enter into. And guess what? You can leave. You can also leave this condition of the mind. You can walk away from it. You can take your mind elsewhere. Knowing or discovering how you got into it is helpful. So that you'll know that you don't want to go into it again, right? To know how you became stressed out is important so that you'll know that you don't want to go that direction the next time that this situation comes up. So to be able to prevent going there again, you have to know what causes it. You have to have an awareness in life. You do understand, of course, that your cells change. Once every 7 years, your complete shift, new cells, new being, really, new physical being. You have a brand new being every 7 years, brand new physical self every 7 years. But the idea of stress is something that you have fixed within your mind, and it keeps you stuck in a particular state of mind, doesn't it? And when you know this, you can deal with it. That's the idea. You become aware of the reason that you're stressed out so that you can deal with it. And understand that it is not a condition of the world, but it is a condition of your mind that causes stress. Stress comes because you're doing things you don't want to do and not doing things that you do want to do. That is the cause of stress in a nutshell. And you won't be able to stop all of the things that cause you pain, to be sure. But you can do things that change your state of mind. your state of being, to overcome stress, going to another location, going to Maui, going to Hawaii, going to the mountains, going to the ocean, won't necessarily help you to overcome stress, because wherever you go, there you are. It's a condition of the mind, remember? But you can go places that have energy that lend themselves more to helping you to quiet the mind, to calm the mind. That's why I recommend that you go into nature at least once a week. If not daily, if you can, go for a walk. But remember, wherever you go, there you are. So people do really funny things. Well, sort of funny. Funny, ha-ha. Funny, not so ha-ha sometimes, to try to overcome stress. You drink too much, self-mutilate, spend time with people that they don't like. But what they're doing in trying to overcome stress is really making it worse, isn't it? It's making it much worse. So to deal with stress, you have to find out who you are. You have to, since you have someone here telling you, okay, this is who you are, your love, your light, then what you have to do is realize who you are. There's really not that much searching to do when you have someone telling you that you are light, that you are love. It's simply the realization of that very thing that you must realize within your own mind. But first, you must realize it out of the mind, which is in meditation. That is where you experience it, so that the mind can then understand that you are eternity, you are existence itself, choosing to have a human experience, a loving, wonderful human experience. So you want to get rid of these fixed ideas, these false ideas of who you are. You've been given ideas of who you are. They are not your own. It's like you're a computer and you're running on old data. You're running on old programming. And so what you need to do is reprogram the mind by taking a look at new data, love, forgiveness, the scalpel of truth, opening up the wounds with the scalpel of truth, cleaning the wounds with forgiveness, and then pouring the medicine of love on all of the wounds that we all have. If we have had a life on this planet, we have emotional wounds, don't we? That we must cut, clean, put medicine on, right? So it's outdated software that you're running on, but you can install new software by using the tools of love. Remember that you are pure mind, you are pure intelligence, you are pure love. That is your essence. You are life itself. But as you grow up, you begin to get new ideas about who you are. And you hold these ideas. And the more that you define yourself, the less that you see yourself. This is the growing up phase of life, isn't it? But now, as adults of all ages here, you can reprogram yourself. Yes, it is more difficult, unfortunately, the older you are. You are more hardwired in your thinking. You have started to see yourself separate from everyone else, everything else. And stress happens because your inner self, which is pure light, pure consciousness, wants to do certain things, but your disconnection with your inner truth prevents you from following your truth. You're out of tune with who you actually are. And we need to become connected once again with the light in who you are. Because when you do, you are more at peace, you're more fulfilled, and having a better time. You're having a better time when you are filled with light, when you are connected to the light that you hold within. Your fixed idea of yourself keeps you stuck. Keeps you stuck in this cycle of thinking that you want something that you actually don't want. You changed from when you entered this lifetime. The software package that you received is now completely outdated. It isn't who you actually are. Those ideas are not who you actually are. Because your ideas are not your own. You've heard me say that if you have a thought or a feeling that gives you peace and happiness, enjoy that one probably is your own. But all of those other thoughts that make you anxious, angry, hurt, sad, they are probably not your own. They are not your own thoughts. Because all of these thoughts, all of these ideas were given to you by unhappy people trying to live their own lives, not knowing, not being connected to the light in who they are. They were doing their best, no question, I'm sure. But they were working on their own unhappy selves while they were giving you these ideas of your own unhappy self, right? So, and of course, they were very stressed out, weren't they? I certainly observed that in my parental units, very stressed out. Money, I mean, children, that alone can be a high stress situation, raising a child, especially as young as my parents and that generation and before were as parents. They started quite young, didn't they? So the idea is to not be stressed out. And the way you do this is by redefining who you are. By rediscovering what you want. What do you want? That's the question. What do you want? What makes you happy? What do you want? Think about that for a moment. What do you want? What do you want? What makes you happy? Do that. Do that. Figure out a way to do that. What makes you happy? Think about what you want today in this moment. So in the end, handling stress then requires that you get in touch and stay in touch. Through the practice of meditation is my recommendation. Stay in touch with the truth in who you are. Stay in touch with yourself as you change. There's going to be a lot of people around you who are not going to like the change. Most won't. They don't want to see you change. They want you to stay exactly the way you are, with exactly the same ideas, exactly the same desires, exactly the same ways of functioning in this world. They want you to remain the same, because if you change, then guess what? They have to change. They have to change the way they see you. They have to have a new view of the new you. So this takes courage, doesn't it? You have to have the courage to do what you want when you want, to get in touch with your life, to get in touch with your time, to get a handle on your time and your mind, to gather the energy and the power to be a winner. It begins with meditation. Meditation is about power, about gathering power and energy to be able to have a good life. To be able to lead a happy life takes power and it takes energy. So as you learn to control your mind, you can connect once again to that part of yourself that knows exactly what you want, right? It's all about what you want. What do you want? And what direction to go. You begin to still the surface mind, the monkey mind. You start to still, to calm it down through the practice of meditation. In the midst of all of your activities, you learn to still the mind, to remain right here in this moment. This is how you handle stress. You gain control of the surface mind, which can then control the deeper mind. It's a wonderful thing. So that you can know who you are and where you want to go. This will enable you to handle stress. Take the time to learn what you want and who you are now. Then let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what is no longer relevant in your life through the practice of meditation and sitting in stillness to learn how to be a successful being without stress. This is the way. And it all begins with the practice of meditation, of course. And it works. It works to get rid of the stress that you find within your mind. Is having awareness, remember, having awareness of why you found yourself in that space, so that the next time that comes up again, you'll know not to go that direction. It's about learning, isn't it? It's all about learning in this lifetime. It's about having a good time while you learn, while you love, while you have fun, so that you can see where it is that you want to go and when. For those of you who may be new to the practice of meditation, oh, one more thing. I am going to be giving you an exercise today to help with stress. Whenever you find yourself in a moment of stress, there's something very, very simple that you can do. But before that, for those of you who are new to the practice of meditation, every morning or every day when we wake up, depending on your schedule, we take a shower, or at the very least, wash our hands and face. Then we sit, we stay, we sit for 15 minutes. You can sit on the floor, on a pillow, with your legs crossed, or in a chair with your feet on the floor. It's all up to you. Either way, your hands are resting very comfortably in your lap. There are many different mudras, different ways of holding your hands. My favorite is simply to hold the left hand under the right. This is the earth. This is our physical being. The earth, this is our spiritual being in the right hand. And then we connect at the top with our thumbs. Okay, so we hold our hands like this. I'll put it this way sideways, but they're resting in our laps, right? Resting. So we sit for 15 minutes. Eyes open for a little bit if you're new to the practice of meditation. We have a yantra that will be on the screen during our meditation. You can gaze at the center of the yantra to help to calm the mind down, to relax the mind, to be able to go deeper into meditation practice. And what I would recommend, after I give you this little exercise to stop stress in its tracks, I would recommend that you keep your eyes open for a little bit looking at the yantra, gazing, not staring at the yantra, the center of the yantra, the bindu. And then close your eyes and take your focus to the music. Focus on every note in the music, every feeling that you feel in the music. Focus on that. Not like a song on the radio, not like, where you think about all sorts of different things while you're listening to a song on the radio. No, not like that. This music is infused with enlightened energy to help you. This is what it's for, to help you to meditate more easily, more deeply. So to get a really good meditation, happy, very high meditation, focus on the music. Once again, focus on the notes, the feelings, where the music takes you. Ride the wave of the music and enjoy. And at the end of our meditation practice, we bow. Forehead to the ground. And offer up our meditation to the universe, to eternity, to God, to Source, whatever your name is for it. In gratitude. We offer our meditation in gratitude to eternity. All right, so I'm going to take myself off camera while we begin to relax the body. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and hold for the count of 3 at the top. After we relax the body, I'll give you an exercise to help you to stop stress in its tracks in any moment. Focus your attention on your eyes, the muscles around your eyes, and relax the muscles around your eyes. As you do, you'll find that your jaw muscles, your facial muscles, will also begin to relax. If you find any tension in your scalp whatsoever, relax your scalp. Relax your neck, your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your upper arms, your lower arms. Relax your hands and your fingers. Relax your back on either side of your spinal column. Relax the muscles in your back as you sit up as straight as is comfortable for you. We sit up straight to allow the energy, the power, the kundalini to be able to flow easily within your subtle physical body. Your subtle physical body is the energy around your body. You've heard of an aura. That's basically what it is. This energy that keeps you alive, actually. So we sit up nice and straight so that the kundalini energy can empower you, can give you strength and energy. Relax your abdominal muscles. Release them. Relax your hips, your upper legs, your lower legs. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax, relax, relax. I'm going to give you an exercise, a breathing exercise that will help stop any stress in any moment that you may be feeling. It's called box breathing, and it will help to bring back your calm, your sense of peace, your sense of well-being. What we're going to do in just a moment is we're going to breathe in for the count of 4. We're going to hold for the count of 4. And then we're going to release for the count of 4. And once again, wait to breathe for the count of 4. So let's begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and wait to breathe again. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And release. 2, 3, 4. Wait to breathe. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And release. 2, 3, 4. And hold. Or keep releasing. 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Release. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Continue this breathing, this way of breathing into the first couple of minutes of our meditation music as your eyes are open, gazing at the center of the bindu. And then after a couple of minutes, let go. Listen to the music, let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Now, let's meditate. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with us today, and hopefully learning how to deal with stress in a little bit longer lasting, truer, better way. Because of course, as you get in touch with yourselves, of course, as you find the truth in who you are, that is what lasts. Love is what lasts, right? Everything else is transitional. These thoughts, these feelings, they're all transitional. But love lasts. So hanging on to that, hooking your wagon to that star, is probably a good idea. Before we go, 10 things to do. First, of course, love yourselves. Before the 10 things to do, love yourselves. And then love someone or something more than you love yourself. Number 2, take chances constantly. Number 3, stop taking yourselves so seriously. Number 4, start taking others more seriously. Number 5, never, ever, ever give up hope. Number 6, meditate more deeply today than you ever have. Number 7, learn to dance. Learn to dance. Number 8, feel the pain of the world and be happy anyway. Number 9, let go and let eternity do with you what it will. Number 10, look beyond all of this and know the truth. I will look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Next week is the idea, and I will see you then. Thank you for being here. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll see you soon.